Hello my champ, I am your shield. In today's video sponsored by Whiteout Survival, we are discussing on the Tundra Arms League. This event is actually foundry battle but in tournament mode. Our team was 2 times champion in this event, so I can give you the best tips and tricks how to win the matches or how you can win the whole tournament. So let's jump in our video. The first part is very basic. I have already discussed 2 months ago in one of my video. When you are setting up your team, bring all top player of the server in one single team or one single legion. Okay, you have to forget about every internal conflict, every fight in your server. Just forget it. Okay, let's say you have 5 alliance in your server, then bring all top players from those 5 alliance or whatever. Let's say you have 2 alliance in your server, I mean 2 big alliance. So bring all top player from those alliance in one single alliance or one single legion. Okay, in foundry battle you can take 40 players, 30 men, 10 extra. But in Tundra Arms you can take 30 main players and 20 extra player, total 50 players. So this 50 player should be very powerful player. Now you can tell me, if we are bringing all the top players in one single place, then what will happen with other players? We have lot of players in our server. You can create some other second legion or other alliance for those extra players. I mean, let's say you have 300 active players in your server, then bring all 50 players who are very powerful in one single legion. Then from remaining 250 players, take another 50 player for second legion or for a second alliance. And if you have another remaining 200 player, then divide them in 4 legion. Okay, but at least 2 legion who are very powerful with powerful players. That's it. If you make some mistake in the starting, then your whole tournament over. It is the very basic step. If you manage to make some powerful team, then let's say 50% of your tournament is already cleared. We also have something that is like gambling. We have to put our prediction in some team. You have seen this in the Frost Dragon Tyrant, same like Frost Dragon Tyrant. You have to put some voting on any team. Now which team you will vote? Okay, let's say you can see here TMS and FRZ. You can see everybody voting on the TMS. I say go with the flow, where everyone voting vote on that team. In very rare case you can see uh, that majority voter they are getting defeat. Okay, but to be on the safe side, you can vote on that side where everybody going. Normally 99% case you can get the victory here. Or if you want to check yourself, you can just click on the alliance and you can manually check their players. Then you can decide where you can give your vote. Now I have a simple tips for you. Let's say you have 10,000 purple ticket or whatever this thing called match take. You can use this 10,000 match take for 3 prediction. Okay, how you can do this? Let's say there are 3 match at 3 different time: 12 UTC, 14 UTC, 19 UTC. So first use your 10,000 match take on the 12 UTC match, and you have to make sure you get the victory on the first prediction. If that is wrong, then it's over. So let's say you enter the 12 UTC match with 10,000 token and you win the prediction, then you get back 20,000 stake, 20,000 coin. Okay, then again you can enter the 14 UTC match with that previous match winning stake. Again you can win the 14 UTC match. Again you can go to 19 UTC match prediction and enter the 19 UTC match prediction with the remaining stake. Okay, as soon as you are winning any prediction, you are getting double match stake and it is immediately coming to your mailbox. Many people do a mistake here. Let's say they have 10,000 match stake. They divide the 10,000 in 3 parts, uh, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, and they enter 3 different matches in the prediction. Don't do that. Okay, you are losing your match stake by doing this. You have to roll over your match stake. First enter the 12 UTC match, win this, then enter 14 UTC match stake, win this, again try for the 19 UTC match. Okay, so even with 10,000 coin you can get back around 40 50,000. and voting fully on the luck, but I say go with the flow. Where majority player voting, just put your vote on that. And what to purchase from the shop, I will tell you. There is also champion prediction. It is very difficult. You have to put your voting on that team who is going to be champion. That is the gambling. That is the prediction. Now you can tell me how we know which team is going to be champion, bro. Nobody can tell you. Either be an astrologer or do some gambling. Nobody can tell you. Okay, you can check their previous history, but that is not enough because people always change their server. Some alliance was powerful 2 months ago, but now they may be weak. You can check their current player, then you can take your decision who is going to win, who is going to lose. Okay, uh, difficult work, but you can try by that. And I'm coming to the shop after some time. And next one, you know this one. Okay, now I will tell you what is inside the battlefield, how you should fight. The first one legion, one team, strong team. So I told you, if you can bring all the top players of your server in one single team, you are winning this. I mean, at least you can win 3-4 match. I cannot tell you if you are going to semi-final or final, but your 50% match will be clear if you can follow the first point. We won 2 times. We are 2 times champion in this event because we bring all the top players of our server in one single place. Okay? The first point very important. Next one, rotate all 50 players in the battlefield. This is very crazy. In Foundry battle, we play very defensive. We we attack some building, we defend some building. Okay, we don't attack other players' city that much. Sometimes we attack other players' city, but in this Tundra Arms, you should attack the other players. The difference between Foundry and Tundra Arms is Foundry we get 40 players. In Tundra Arms we get 50 players. So we can play very aggressive. We can continuously attack the opponent. We can force them to go outside the battlefield. We can force them to go to the safe zone. We kill their all troops. Okay? That is very aggressive gameplay. They will not come to capture the buildings. The building point is the main point. That is the arsenal point, building arsenal point. That is very important, but they will not get chance if we continuously attack their city. In this process, we lose our troop. Don't heal your troop. Just leave the battlefield. As soon as you leave the battlefield, your extra player they will fill the place because there is 30 main player, 20 extra player. Okay, in this 30 player, 3 4 player they will be very aggressive. They will burn each other. I mean, they will burn other opponent. Okay, in this process, when they are getting injured, they leave, and from the remaining extra 20 players, any 3 4 player will come and they will refill the place and rotate 50 players. Okay, and again, in 12 minutes the old player will come back. So you are rotating your players, you are playing very aggressive. You are not giving chance to opponent to capture the building. You are continuously attacking their city. It is the difference between Foundry battle and the Tundra Arms. Tundra Arms very aggressive gameplay. And third point, similar thing, two whale with the aggressive gameplay. So these two whale, they will not go for building that much. When opponents are busy in the building, let's say opponent use their opponent using their 3-4 march to capture the building. When somebody is 3-4 march already outside their building, that means they are very weak at this moment. If they have main heroes in their city, that is different story. But let's say 4 infantry, 4 lancer, 4 marksman. Okay, 4 team fully outside the city. At this moment, anyone's city is very weak. When someone busy in the building, our two whale, they will come with aggressive gameplay. They will directly attack their city and burn them. Okay, and these two whale, they will play like assassin. They will teleport the whole match here and there. Whole match, sometime boiler room, sometime transit station. Every time they are teleporting here and there and attacking everybody. Okay. Number 4, never miss the first control point. The first control point give you lot of points, same like Foundry. So same rule apply here. Try to capture the prototype site and the transit station. They are very important. If you capture the transit station, you get the teleporter cooldown. But prototype site give you lot of point. Left side and right side, prototype site. Capture them. Okay. The first control point is huge. Then next, Munition warehouse and mercenary camp always your control. So if opponents are very aggressive, then you can leave some other building, but you have to get the munition warehouse and the mercenary camp. If you get the munition warehouse, you are getting the extra bonus, extra damage and enemy damage down. That bonus coming from the munition warehouse. And if you can capture the mercenary camp, you can use the mercenary to attack opponent building. Plus, when mercenary attack the opponent get a debuff for some time. So these two building, munition warehouse and mercenary camp always in your control. Number 6, 4 player with the gathering responsibility. You see the weapon workshop. Weapon workshop come on the 4 different side of the map. You have to set up your 4 players. This 4 player will not go for the building, they will not go for other player city. This 4 player will capture all the weapon workshop. This 4 player have the 6 marching queue. They use their 6 marching queue, total 24 marching queue on the 4 different side of the map to capture as many weapon workshop as possible. One single weapon workshop give you 4800 point. If you can manage 48,000 point from here at least, you are getting lot of point for your team. So this 4 player should play properly for the weapon workshop. Next, use the golden ticket as early as possible. Save 2000 for the next season. It is some tip outside the battlefield. You know the golden ticket. Let me show you this one. This one called the golden ticket, or you can say the champion stake. You have to save at least 2000 champion stake for the next season. Now, how to use the champion stake and what to purchase from the shop, I will tell you. Look at this, guys. These are all the items you are purchasing from the shop. There are two type of shop: ordinary shop and the champion shop. Okay. Now, if you properly play the match, properly play the whole event, you can easily collect 200k match stake. Okay. You need 200k match stake to purchase the whole shop. If you cannot manage 200k match stake, then try to collect the green color item, the custom mythic hero gear chest, fire crystal, mithril, mythic shard, design plan. These are very important, get them. Okay, but it is for only them who mess up their prediction. Otherwise, if you properly play the whole event, I mean your prediction go correct, at least 90% prediction go correct, you can get this 200k match stake and you can purchase the whole shop. You don't need to think anything. Okay, next we have the champion shop. What we can purchase from the champion shop? If we want to purchase the whole champion shop, we need 18,880 champion stake. Now, if you cannot manage this much champion stake, then purchase this green color item, the teleport skin, the wire chariot, that is the daybreak island decoration, mythic shard, mithril design plan. This green color item most important, but I tell you, if you are playing for the second time, then you can purchase the whole shop. If you are playing for the first time, that can be a problem, but get the teleport skin at least. That is very cool skin for free to play. Free to play cannot get any teleport skin, but this one come for free. And you can purchase only one wire chariot. Okay, and you cannot use the mythic shard, the Daybreak Island mythic shard. You cannot use that on the war chariot. You have to get another war chariot to upgrade the first war chariot. Okay, so it will take long time to upgrade this building. And next, mithril, very important. You know, in this game, mithril is so much difficult to collect. You have to get the mithril. Okay, and you can leave them if you want. The speed up, the research speed up, training speed up, resources. You can leave them if you want. Now, how to use the champion stake? There will be total 5 round. Okay, if you are predicting on the first round, the multiplier will be 16. 16 means if you putting one unit and if you win, then you are getting back 16 unit. Okay, so if you are putting 800 champion stake on the first round and your prediction go correct, then you can get 16 times return. That means 12,800. And if you are predicting on the second round, the multiplier will be 8. Third round, multiplier will be 4. Fourth round, multiplier will be 3, like this. Okay, so you have to collect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 4,000 champion stake. Okay, that is difficult for the player who are playing for the first time. But if you at least get 800 champion stake, use them on the first round. Now, this part is very difficult. Let's say you put your voting on somebody. You are expecting you get 16 times multiplier, but that team get eliminated. That means your 800 gone. Not fully gone, you get back 50%. But let's say you put your voting on somebody on the round one, okay? On the final round one, you put 800 champion stake on somebody and he actually win. I mean, that team actually win. So that time you will not get anything. At the end of the match, when the full tournament over, then you get back your 12,800 champion stake. Or let's say there is team A and team B. First time you vote on the team A on the round one, you vote 800 champion stake. And second round, you vote for the team B. Okay, you vote 800 champion stake. And let's say your team A get eliminated. So this 800 is over. You get back 50% from this. And your team B win actually. Your team B become the champion. So you put the voting on the team B on the second round. So that time multiplier is 8. That means you are getting back 6,400. Plus you are getting another 50% from here. That means another 400 coming from the first round. Okay. This part is difficult. Try to understand properly. And let's say you know one player who are very powerful, one alliance who is very powerful, you know they are going to be champion. So every round put your voting on them. Let's say you have Pangu in your group. You know Pangu is very powerful, Pangu is going to win. So in every round you can put your voting on the Pangu's alliance. Okay, so like round one you vote on Pangu's alliance, round two you vote on the Pangu's alliance, round three you put vote on the Pangu's alliance. In every round you vote on Pangu's alliance. So if Pangu become actually champion, then you get back 26,400. Okay. So if you want to put your voting on every round, you have to collect 4,000 champion stake. Because first round it take 800, second round 800, third round 800 like this. Okay. And in every round you can actually use 800 champion stake. You cannot use more than 800 champion stake. You can actually support multiple alliance on any round, but that is useless. I say uh, support on only one alliance in every round. That is better. Okay. So this part is very difficult, fully on the luck. If your prediction go correct, you get a lot of items. Otherwise, everything lost. And you can purchase the whole shop. If you properly play the whole event, you can purchase the whole shop. No need to worry about this. And in general tips, I can tell you when the match start, first get the prototype site on the both side, get them and get the first control point. Then when the mercenary camp open, get the mercenary camp. You have to capture this building for 7 to 8 minutes to activate the mercenary. That takes some time. When the mercenary already in your control, you can use the mercenary on imperial building if you want. Now in foundry battle, I say don't fight for the imperial building because that is so much difficult. But in this type event like Tundra Arms, you should go for the imperial building. Okay, because what I told you, you are bringing all the top players of your server in one single alliance. So I hope they are very much powerful, they can actually defend the imperial building. Okay. And uh, low player, I mean, you bring all top players of the server in one single legion, I know, but there might be some player who are low level. They are comparatively weak player. Those weak player can go for the repair facility, or medium type player can go for the boiler room and transit station. But the top players, they will stay on the prototype site and the imperial foundry. And when you are attacking somebody's city, use your secondary march and keep the main march in your city. Similarly, when you are calling your rally, better if you use the secondary march to call your rally and keep your main heroes in the city. Otherwise, it can happen that you use the main march to attack somebody, or you use the main march to call the rally. That moment, anybody teleport behind you and they attack your city directly. They attack your city and they burn you because you don't have the main march in your city. That can be a problem, so be careful. But you must maintain this. Rotate all 50 players in the battlefield. In this video, I will tell you how to win every foundry battle with some easy tips. Tip number 1. When you are going to play the foundry battle, make sure you have almost 20 teleporter. 20 or more. Okay. Because whenever you are teleporting inside the foundry battle, the next teleporter cost always increase. The first time teleporter cost 1, second time 2, third time 3, like this. The cost always increase and it reset when you get the cooldown reset on the teleporter. How to get the advanced teleporter? Either you can go to Alliance shop where you can purchase with the Alliance token, or you can go to Nomadic Merchant. In the Nomadic Merchant, every day you can exchange your resource. You have chance to get the advanced teleporter. Tip number 2. If you are playing Foundry Battle, you should have minimum level 7 troop. Level 6 troop, they are very much weak, but when you go to level 7, you get extra skill on them, okay? So make sure you have at least level 7. If you have level 8, 9, 10, that is very good. But level 6 is very weak for the Foundry battle. Tip number 3. Your team should have at least 5 players who are very much powerful. They have very good stat, very high level pet skill, very high level cheap gear, cheap charm, like this. At least 5 players. Because you have to call the rally on the Imperial building or any other prototype building or any other building, any other player. So if you don't have very big spender in your team, then you will be in problem. So make sure when you are setting up your 2 legion, get at least 5 powerful player in both legion. Next tip, you have to divide your legion mainly in 2 part, offensive team and defensive team. There is 30 player in the battlefield. You can divide 15-15. 15 player offensive, 15 player defensive. This offensive team, they will always teleport here and there. Always teleport here and there on the map. Okay, they never stay in one place. Their main target is attack the building with the solo attack or the rally attack. Okay, when they capture the building, they just teleport away from that place. And what is the work of the defensive team? When your offensive team is already capturing your building, then defensive team will come, they will send the garrison to those buildings which are already captured by your team. So the offensive team, they never defend the building, they just keep capturing the building, and defensive team always send garrison to those buildings which are already captured by the offensive team. Next tip, Imperial Foundry, the middle building, that is very difficult to capture. I mean, you can capture it with the rally, but it is very difficult to defend. So I suggest you to skip the building. If you have very powerful player in your team with max gear, max charm, in that case you can defend the Imperial building. Otherwise, you can leave the building. Let enemy capture the building. When you see enemy have got lot of point, you can see the point on the top of the building, on the head of the building, you can see the point. When you see enemy gather lot of point from the Imperial Foundry, you can just call rally on them and force them to leave the building. All the point, I mean the 50% of the point, that will be thrown outside. Then you can gather those points which are scattered outside. It is easy to capture the Imperial Foundry but difficult to defend. So it is better if you don't waste your time on the Imperial Foundry and focus on the other building. Next tip, your strong player, they will go for the prototype site on both sides, left and right both. Also the repair facility. Okay, your medium type player, they can help in the boiler room and the repair facility also. And some whale I see, they always go for the transit station, so you can send your top players for the transit station. What will be the work of free to play type player or low spender? You can see one repair facility on the top side, one repair facility on the bottom side. These 2 repair facility, they are safe. So you can send your medium low spender to the repair facility. And one more work for the low spender or the free to play player. When the weapon workshop come in the map, they have to capture all the weapon workshop. You can send only one troop to the weapon workshop, but I recommend send a full march because other person can also attack you. You have to defend the weapon workshop. One single weapon workshop can give you 4800 point. So try to capture around 10 weapon workshop, you get some benefit. If you are very weak player, then you can stay in the safe zone. From the safe zone, you can send your garrison to the nearest building. Let's say you are in this safe zone. From this safe zone, you can go to repair facility, prototype site, or weapon workshop. I mean, from the safe zone, you can go to other place. Okay, it is only for them who are very weak player. Next tip, there are two type of point in the battle, personal point and the alliance point. You have to focus on the alliance point, not on the personal point. You can get the personal point by fighting other players or capturing building, but that is waste of time. Your main target is to just hold the building and just collecting the loot, gather the weapon workshop. Personal point mainly come from the fighting other players, but don't waste your time with fighting other players, okay? That is useless. To win the battle, you have to collect as much alliance point as possible, which mainly come from the building and the gathering. Next tip, mercenary camp is one of the best and most important building. If you can capture the mercenary camp, you can launch mercenary attack to the nearby opponent building. Mercenary don't do much damage, but they can put a debuff on the opponent. Opponent take more damage. Opponent damage to ourselves, that also decrease. So try to capture the mercenary camp when this building open. Their damage is low, not very high damage, but in every 7 minutes you can launch mercenary attack, and after every attack the next attack become more powerful. So mercenary will also fight with your team. Next tip, do not waste your time on a single building. If you see opponents are becoming powerful in any one building, just leave the place, go to other part of the map. Let's say you are fighting on the repair facility and the prototype site on this side, and you see opponents are becoming very powerful on this building. You can capture other side of the map, and before attacking any building, open the map, then click on any building, then click on the enemy tab. You can see how many enemies are there in the building. You don't need to scout that building, just open the map, click on the building, click the enemy tab, then you can understand. If you see any building have less number of opponent, teleport with everyone to the building and attack, rally, whatever you can do, attack that. So do not waste your time on a single building, that is a big mistake. Next tip, when you are already capturing one building, try to send your garrison to the nearby building. Let's say you are capturing this prototype site, okay? You can send one garrison to the boiler room, you can send one garrison to the repair facility. If possible, you can send one more garrison on the imperial side, or you can send one team to the weapon workshop like this. You can send your 5-6 marching queue on different direction, but be careful whenever you are sending garrison or attacking somebody. Keep your main infantry, main lancer, main marksman in your city. Your strongest team, top team, that should be always in your city. Lock them. Otherwise, if you are sending garrison to every site, then the problem is your own city is defenseless. Anyone can attack you, anyone can burn you. But if your main team is already inside your city, then you can control as many buildings as possible. You can send defense to multiple building, and every building you are helping your team. Next tip, always monitor the point on the top side of the building. If you see your one building that have lot of point, the building create the point. When you see one building have lot of point, then check how many people are there in that building. If you see your defense is very low, tell everyone to send at least one garrison or one march to that building. So you can at least save the point. Otherwise it can happen, the building collect lot of point, but the building have only one or two player inside. One enemy suddenly come and launch lot of attacks and they get the building. Exactly opposite you can do with your opponent. Always check which building have lot of point. If you see one building have lot of point but very less number of defense or less number of enemies are nearby, then teleport to that building, call rally. If you can get the building, the 50% of the point will be thrown outside. You can collect them and you can get lot of point. Next tip, you can rotate your players. Let's say you are playing very aggressive. Normally you should not play the aggressive, but if you see opponents are becoming aggressive, then you should also play the aggressive gameplay. You can try their small player, you can attack their medium player, you can burn them, you can destroy them. Now in this process, you can also lose your troop, you can get injured. Do not heal your troops, just leave the battlefield. As soon as you leave the battlefield, your extra player fill the place. You know, in every battle there are 40 players, 30 main player, 10 sub player. So you can rotate your players. At first, 10 player play very aggressive, they burn some opponent. Then this 10 player leave. Other extra 10 player they fill the place. And in every 12 minutes you can repeat this process. Because when you are going outside the battlefield, again you can enter after 12 minutes with full force without healing them. They will be automatically healed. So in every 12 minutes you can rotate players, you can follow the same tip, you can play aggressive and you can burn them. I told you you should not attack the opponent that much, mainly target the building. But if you see opponents are playing aggressive, you should also play the aggressive. Next tip, if you are seeing that you are capturing 5-6 building on the map, then tell everyone to send at least one garrison to at least one building. Let's say you are sitting in this prototype site and you have captured like 5 more building. Then your one defense will go transit station, one defense go repair facility, one defense go another repair facility, one defense can go this side repair facility, like this. What will be the benefit? If you are capturing lot of building, if you are sending garrison to lot of building, you get more point for yourself. Plus, if everyone sending at least one garrison to at least one building, all the building will be secured. Nobody can suddenly attack you and they can burn you. You will be safe. Last but not least, I told you you should not fight in the Imperial building. I mean, give them the building, give enemy the building, because it is very difficult to defend. Now let's say some minute remaining, like 10 minutes remaining or something like that. Some minutes remaining before the battle end. So you did not focus on the Imperial foundry. You capture lot of other building. You got lot of point from other building. Now everyone teleport around the Imperial foundry, and everyone, I mean your top players, call multiple rally on the Imperial building. I hope enemy cannot defend that many rally at the same time. It is the problem. You can attack easily to any building, but you cannot defend easily. So if you do multiple rally on the Imperial building, they might get the defeat. So 50% of the point, because the whole match they capture the Imperial foundry, 50% of the loot that will be thrown outside. Your teammate should quickly get those 50% scattered loot. So you are getting lot of point from other building like boiler room, repair facility, transit station. From every building you are getting lot of point, but you are not focusing on the Imperial. At last, everyone calling rally on the Imperial and get the building, and most of the loot will be thrown outside. You get the loot and you get the point. But your main target is when the scattered loot going outside the building, your team should capture most of the loot. Otherwise, this process will be useless. In this video, I am not discussing about the other details. What are the work of the building, why you should capture this building, how much point you can get from this building, or what are the rules. You can just check yourself. I told you some important method to win the foundry battle. In today's video, I discussed how you can play the whiteout survival Tundra Arms and how you can be the champion. If you have any question, you can ask in the comment. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching and bye bye.